Good morning, my lovely little ghosts, and welcome to the Dark Orchard. I'm Laura, and this is a Wednesday video. As I said in my intro, this is a Wednesday video. More specifically, no, this is not going up on Wednesday. And why? Because the trailer for the new series Wednesday dropped on Wednesday. So I wanted to watch the trailer and take notes on it before making this video and posting it. So first things first, let's lay down the foundation here. Tim Burton has created a new TV series, his TV series premiere, and it's about Wednesday Addams. A lot of us were kind of skeptical because we thought it was going to be a remake of the Addams Family, which we've seen done multiple times. However, it's not. From the trailer, it's very apparent that we're actually going to be focusing more on Wednesday herself, hence the title. Let's do a little bit of a trailer breakdown. So, in true Tim Burton style, we get to see the contrasts of bright colors and pastels parallel to Wednesday in her all black. This is an absolutely beautiful scene. It kind of screams 90s to me with all of the colors and then the stark black in the middle. But I always love that pop of color in with the darkness, and it's sort of like a reverse with this one. And this is just a simple 2-3 second scene of Wednesday walking into school, but I was instantly hooked just from this scene. Jenna Ortega looks fantastic, and those shoes are so cute. So cute. Now, I was a little skeptical with Jenna Ortega playing Wednesday after seeing her in Scream, because spoiler for my review on Scream says that's coming up too, but I wasn't thrilled with her character. But then I watched the show You, where she played the neighbor, and she was amazing. So it was just her character in Scream that I didn't like. I really learned to appreciate her as an actress when I saw her on You, and I just know that she's going to make this character pop the way that Wednesday is supposed to. And I'm really excited to see how she embodies Wednesday. But this scene speaks levels in a lot of ways. I remember the days walking down the hall in all black or dressed funky and people looking. So it's definitely a been there situation with this little tiny little scene. So I wasn't sure how an Addams Family show was going to go about being on Netflix, because there are different levels of shows that are on Netflix, but some of the most popular are among those that are supernatural. And I was like, throwing something as lighthearted as the Addams Family in there may not be for the best. But then the next scene happened, and I was just flabbergasted. This show, from this scene alone, I can tell is going to fit in perfectly, just nestled amongst like Riverdale and Supernatural and Sabrina and all those shows that Netflix covets. This is going to just nestle its way on in. The clip I'm talking about is the clip with the piranhas. And in this scene, Wednesday says, "No one's allowed to make fun of my brother but me," or something to that effect. And then she drops 2 bags of piranhas into a pool to attack the boys that were making fun of Pugsley. It's the shock factor for me. It's the absolute adorable gothic humor for me. Like, this is great already, and it's just the trailer. And this is just the setup too. Like, this is the before she transfers to the new school, which we'll talk about in a second. But I saw a couple of comments on Twitter that was like, I was excited for my child to watch this because they like the Addams Family, but I don't know if this is going to be the kind of thing for them. And honestly, I'm thinking no. I'm thinking this is going to be a show directed towards the older teens and adults, and anyone who could sit through Sabrina can sit through this. But I don't think it's going to be a show for just anyone. I don't think it's going to be Addams Family values. Even though there was some violence there, I think this is going to take it up a notch. It's not quite that wholesome Addams Family vibe. It's going to take it a step further and be a little bit more creepy. And from the trailer, we see a little bit more bloody. But that's okay, because that's the modern day vibe, and I love it. So let's move on to the next thing that we see, which are more glimpses of her family. Morticia and Gomez. A lot of people are upset about the casting choice for Gomez. No Gomez is ever going to meet up to the expectations of like John Astin, but it's a different take on the character. And again, I think it's almost spot on with the original artwork and the cartoon Gomez and just the way that he was meant to be portrayed. And I'm really interested to see more. Now with Catherine Zeta-Jones playing Morticia, there's so many people that could play Morticia. I know a lot of people were hoping that it would be Christina Ricci, but really Morticia's not a hard casting choice. And I think Catherine Zeta-Jones is going to really push that character and give her a lot more origin and sass. And I'm really excited for that. We don't get to see the Lurch or Pugsley really yet. There is a photo that dropped of the family though, so I'll pop that in here. I don't know much about the actor that plays Pugsley, so I won't really go into that, but I definitely think that they fit the part. So I talked about her going to a new school. Well, that is going to be Nevermore Academy. Of course, playing off of the Poe poem, The Raven, classic gothic thing. It's odd though, because when they pull into the academy, you get a glimpse of this house, and this house looks very much like the Addams house rather than the academy. So I don't know what they did there with the change up. If it's actually what the academy looks like and we just needed something that looked like the Addams house, or if that's just a scene switch where we get the gates of Nevermore Academy, but then we get a picture of the house. Like, not quite sure what's going on there, but it is very beautiful architecture. I'm actually super excited for Nevermore Academy because so much of it looks really cool. The thing I'm most excited about for Nevermore Academy are the uniforms. We get amazing shots of the new characters, the new students that Wednesday will be interacting with in these beautiful blue and black uniforms, and they're of course striped and they look so cute. I'm just in love with the mix of color and the like Umbrella Academy vibes. This show definitely looks like it's plucked a little bit out of everything that's popular on Netflix. And I do love that they gave her a blonde that looks like she's going to be a bit of a rival. If not a rival, at least someone that's a bit like early seasons Cheryl from Riverdale, or like Cordelia from Buffy. Someone that's not quite the bad character, the one that you hate, but a nemesis, a like high school nemesis kind of character. And I think she's super cute. I'm going to refer to her as Wednesday's counterpart. She seems to be the bubbly blonde that's going to be challenging Wednesday in a lot of ways. The scenes that we get of her, it seems like their friendships, it seems like it starts off as a friendship and maybe takes a turn. I'm not sure that I've seen this artist on anything else, but they are quite adorable. I love the hair and the bright blue eyes. Tim Burton just has a way of making colors pop. And even with the trees, in contrast to Wednesday, just like the aesthetic of Tim Burton films and now TV series is something that I just can truly appreciate. The color contrasts are just something I always love. There's also a clip of Thing. It's our first glimpse at Thing. I love what they've done with him. I love the darkness around the outside of the nail bed, but the nail bed itself being clean. I love the stitching along the outside of the hand. I love the stitching across the hand, like very detailed Thing, and I like it. There's even stitches across the fingers, like it's a very detailed Thing, a very slender Thing as well. There's not much to say about it, but I am super excited to see what There's not really much to say about it, but this did make me really happy to be able to see that character a little bit in action. This last clip that I'm going to show seems to be at least a pivotal moment early on in the season. if not the first episode, but it is a dance that Wednesday attends, and it looks like a Nevermore Academy dance. The dress she's wearing is gorgeous. It's ruffles upon ruffles. It's a stark black. It looks fantastic. She's doing these like witchy movements as she dances, and it's just absolutely beautiful. We get that clip of her running in the moonlight through the fog, but we also get a small glimpse of this counterpart character that we talked about earlier, covered in blood, Carrie style, with Wednesday with blood splatter on her face. And you just gotta wonder what's happening here. And I'm really, really hyped to see what actually is going on. Those are all the clips that I'm going to talk about today. I am going to link the trailer at the end of this video and down in the description so you can watch it yourself. But I personally am excited for the new Wednesday series. It is branching off of a series that a lot of people love, and then branching off of that were movies that people love. So even though the Addams Family is something that has been touched and touched and touched, it's asking for a lot. But no matter what, it cannot be as bad as the most recent cartoon movie, because that movie was terrible. I hated the messages, I hated everything about it. So we talked about some of the actors that are seen in the trailer. We did not talk about the fact that IMDb shows that Christina Ricci is part of the cast, and it's rumored that Thora Birch, of course we know her as Dani from Hocus Pocus, among many other things, was supposed to be a character on this series. I believe she was supposed to be a teacher, but something happened, she had to drop out of production, and people are rumoring that Christina Ricci is taking her place. They don't know if it's going to be the same teacher or if they're going to create a new character for her, but she is slated to be in 8 episodes out of the season, so that's really exciting. They did confirm that she will not be playing Wednesday, but they did not confirm that she will not be playing an Addams. But no matter what kind of character Christina Ricci is playing, it's going to be a beautiful role. And I have really high hopes that this series is going to be really immaculate and well done and beautiful in its own right. And I can't wait to see the gothic twists taken on an already very gothic series. So with that being said, this was my review of the Wednesday trailer. We don't have a definite date yet, but we do know that it starts in the fall. So for the comments down below, let me know which casting you're the most excited about. I'm actually the most excited for Jenna Ortega. I can't wait to see what she does with Wednesday. And if you don't talk to me about that, tell me what you thought of the trailer. And if you don't talk to me about that, just talk to me about something, because I love for you to talk to me down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you come around again soon. Say bye. Bye!